What's up, everybody? Coach Rob here, and this is a different kind of a video for you guys today. I'm at the gym. I've been here since the ass crack of dawn, like 4:30 this morning, and now I'm done with clients. I trained a couple hours ago, and now I'm going to cook some food. So I thought you guys might be interested in witnessing my exquisite culinary skill. And most of my meals are cooked here in the gym throughout the day, since I practically live here, from about 4:30 a.m. until about 3 o'clock or so. And then it's to online clients, because you guys are awesome. And then it's home with family, because they're even more awesome. And so that's kind of my day. So really I only eat about one meal a day at home. The rest is here at the gym. So little tour of the gym, very minimalistic. And as you can see, one of the perks of having your own gym is you can park your motorcycle in the gym. So that's pretty freaking cool. I've already had one meal this early this morning. Then I had my pre-workout meal, which had a little bit of carbs in it. And then now, I don't know, hour and a half after my workout, I'm going to eat again, because I got to spend a little extra time here today because I'm doing a live stream later. And so I'm going to grab some food because I'm freaking hungry. So let's check it out. All right, so it's lunchtime at the gym, and I cook my meals generally in real time here at the gym because I have the luxury of being able to do that. And on the menu today is what's on the menu most days, a little bit of a twist. I typically have some kind of beef, either ground beef or steak or something along those lines, and I like to throw some eggs in there with it. Just depends on the mood that I'm in. It's a phenomenal meal midday. Everything a growing boy needs. Today's a little special though, because I had one of my clients get me some fresh venison, some deer meat that they cultivated themselves, and were kind enough to bring me some. So today we're going to have some tenderloin, some venison tenderloin. And whenever I'm cooking beef, I usually cook it in organic beef tallow. And you can get this beef tallow literally at freaking Walmart, oddly enough. So I'll take a little bit of beef tallow, put it in my cast iron skillet. We're gonna let that melt a little bit, coat the pan, and then we're gonna take some of my fresh venison and we're gonna toss that in there. And oftentimes I'll do this while I'm with clients. Like if I'm in between clients, I only have a short amount of time, I'll try to cook these meals really fast. Sometimes I'm literally on the workout floor. We'll go through a couple of sets with the client. I'll come back here and stir things up or go through the steps that I go through to get the food cooked. Right now I have the luxury of not being with the client, so I've got a little more time. So what I'll do is, to be as efficient as possible, I'll usually take whatever meat I'm using, even if it's a steak oftentimes. If it's ground beef, I just break it up with my hands, but if it's a piece of steak, or in this case, some deer meat, I'm going to use my meat scissors. Meat scissors. Absolutely critically important. A good pair of scissors is vital. And I just like saying meat scissors, also the name of my punk band. So meat scissors it is. So I got my beef tallow in here. The cast iron skillet is heating up. So I can get this moved around in there to coat my pan. And you know, the types of oils that you use do make a difference in terms of flavor. I love beef tallow. I like cooking with butter. I like cooking with ghee, sometimes even coconut oil. All of them are super good for you, but I find that when you're cooking beef or any kind of red meat, beef tallow really enhances that flavor. It only makes sense. So I take my meat scissors, I take my deer meat or steak or whatever I'm doing, and I chop it up into small little chunks or strips or whatever. And I do this because it makes it cook a little faster, because time sometimes is critical for me on the workout floor. And just being able to toss everything in a bowl and just, you know, sometimes literally eating it on the workout floor makes sense. So it's very efficient and it's freaking good. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know exactly how much I'm cooking here, but you know, it's a decent little amount. But I don't worry about it because it's, you know, red meat and eggs. So that's a pretty good amount. Got a little bit left over that I'll have tomorrow. I've got one more day in the gym tomorrow, and then I'm going on a 4-day primitive camping excursion. So I got to get the spatula thingy. So I like to use wooden utensils whenever possible. And I like to use cast iron as well. Environmental toxins, all the bullshit they put in some of these non-stick coating pans, not good. So cast iron is the way to go. Wooden utensils the way to go. So I got my deer meat cooking up here. Now I'm going to give it a nice, generous amount of salt. I usually use Redmond's salt, sea salt, but I'm out. So I also like to use organic garlic salt, but I'm out. So I've got this cheap Morton's crap, pink salt, as a backup emergency. So good amounts of salt in there so I get my deer meat cooking. I flung a piece off. Can't let a man go overboard. Back in the pool. So get that cooking up. And that's already looking freaking amazing. I like my meat a little more rare. And now I'm gonna have some eggs with it. Now I do have my own chickens, so usually I have fresh pastured eggs, but our chickens are kind of boycotting laying right now. We're only getting a few, you know, we've got 25 chickens and we're only getting about 6 or 8 eggs a day right now. And as many eggs as my family eats, we burn through those pretty fast. So we've got some pastured eggs from the store as a backup. We're renovating the chicken coop. So they're kind of pissed off because it's under construction. So they're not laying as strong, but once we get it fully restored again, they should be back on schedule. They can be very temperamental. So I do have some backup pastured eggs I got from the store. I think we got these from Aldi's, maybe? Not sure. But anyway, they are pastured, which is always the way to go. So I've got my deer meat looking pretty right on. And now I'm just simply gonna pop some eggs in there. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. All right, so that's that. And you're gonna check that out. Yummy. Sorry, the filming's not very fancy. It's just a freaking camera on a tripod. But you get the idea. So this will be technically meal 3 for me, because I had, now this morning, and I'll video these too. I'm gonna start videoing all the crap that I have, you know, that I eat here at the gym, and maybe some meals that we have at home. This morning, this particular day, I've had a full slate of clients on the floor. It's been one of these non-stop kind of a days. So this morning, I didn't really have the time I wanted to take to cook. I just needed it fast and efficient. So I had one of my famous morning shake concoctions. I used my Animal Whey brownie batter, my favorite. And so what I did is I put 2 scoops of brownie batter Animal Whey into my blender, and I added 6 raw eggs into the shake. Ice, water, blended that up, boom. That was a great way to start the day. Worked with clients on the floor, bam, bam, bam. And then pre-workout, I did a little bit of cream of rice and a little bit of chicken with that. That's one of my favorite pre-workout meals. And then now, of course, a few hours later, after training, we've got the meat and eggs. Meat and eggs happens at some point every day for the most part. It's rare that I don't have a large or a decent serving of red meat and eggs. So I'm pretty stoked to have this. So while I am updating some of my online clients this afternoon, I'll be munching on this while I'm behind the computer. So I'm kind of multitasking my meal and online work. So I like to eat it out of a big old bowl like this. Once again, it's all just about being efficient and fast. And this really hasn't taken that much time at all. And this is just about the way I like it. So we're gonna dump that into the bowl. No worries. I'll wash that pan out in a minute. Turn this bad boy off. This little hot plate right here has more miles on it than my freaking 98 Jeep. So, I mean, I've cooked hundreds of meals on this thing, and I got it on Amazon for like 20 bucks. I mean, I went through several years of contest prep meal cook with this thing, so it's always on the go. So it's served me very well. So I might put this in a shadow box and hang it on the wall when it finally shits the bed. Okay, so but yeah, and I mean, you see, this is very simple. This little setup in my gym. You know, I've got my blender, I've got my hot burner thing here, I've got an air fryer that I rarely use. Small, like apartment size fridge. I've got a microwave and of course a coffee maker, and that's it. So that serves me well. I can do just about anything with this. So I know not everybody has the luxury of having, you know, a electric burner in their place of work, but you know, most places do have a break room or whatever with a microwave and a refrigerator. So at the very minimum, you can meal prep. Put it in, you know, a handy dandy container. I love the ones that Animal Pak makes. You know, bring it in, microwave it, bam, 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 you're good to go. So meal prep can be very, very much a lifesaver as well. But if you do have the luxury of being able to cook at home or being able to set something up in your business like this, it's definitely the way to go. So like I said, as you just seen, I can bang out a really, really good meal in, you know, generally like 10 minutes, sometimes less, depending on what I have. So that is all there is to it. Oh, I almost forgot. You cannot forget the hot sauce. This is a new one. I gotta open this baby up. Yep. Cannot forget the hot sauce. Hot sauce is critical. Somebody out there is going to mention how hot sauce is not carnivore. I like hot sauce. So there you go. All right, so we got the goods. Heading back to the office / studio where all the magic happens. Oh, another motorcycle. I dig motorcycles. So, can you see me? Boom. So yeah, here we are. I'm behind the desk, getting work done with my venison and eggs. So that's all there is to it. So you get a little bit of insight into what I do throughout the day when it comes to food. So enjoy. Peace.